Okay, we're going to be going over everything we learned Friday and Monday on polygons. So we've learned 4 formulas. The first one that you need to know is the sum of the interior, which I abbreviate as SI, and that equation is 180 times n minus 2. And you learned that when we did this worksheet. Then you also learned each interior angle. That is abbreviated as EI, and that's just taking SI and dividing by the number of sides. So like if it's a hexagon, then you would take the total sum, put a 6 there, and then you're going to divide by 6. So this would be SI is 180 times n minus 2 divided by n. Today on Monday we learned the sum of the exterior angles, and this is what we call SE. There's no formula for that. It's always going to be 360 degrees. So don't miss that one. And then each exterior angle we call EE is going to be 360 divided by the number of sides. The other equation that I taught my kids was the number of sides. Anytime you want to find n, it's easiest to do that by doing 360 divided by EE. And that's just taking this equation right here and getting n by itself. So multiply both sides by n and then divide by EE. That's what I did here. So now I'm going to work the back of each worksheet that we had. So number 1, name the polygon. So it has 6 sides, so that's a hexagon. And find the sum of the interior. Well, the formula for that is 180 times n. A hexagon is 6 minus 2. Put that in the calculator, and I don't know it off the top of my head. 720. So SI is 720. Don't forget your degree sign. Now it wants us to find x. On your test, you're going to be expected to come up with an equation here. So your equation would be 102 plus 133 plus 115 plus 102 plus 122. So your equation is going to be x plus 574 equals 720. How do you get x by itself? Subtract them. So x is 146 degrees. That make sense? For this one, I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 octagon, which means n equals 8. So for SI, I'm going to do 180 times 8 minus 2. So 180 times 8 minus 2 is 1080 degrees. To find x, same thing. Let's add up all these sides. So 118. So I get 943 plus x equals 1080, and then I would subtract minus that, so 137. Good? Okay. Find the sum of the interior, so that's SI, so you would just do 180, it's 22 sides, minus 2, always minus 2. So then 180 times 20 is 3,600. Don't forget degrees. Right here, same thing. That's an 8. Times 15 minus 2 gives me 2,340 degrees. For each interior angle, we have, this is EI. So I'm going to do the formula 180 times 20 minus 2 divided by the number of sides. So I'm going to put this in the calculator. Alpha y equals enter 180 times 20 minus 2 all divided by 20, and I get 162 degrees. Right here 18, so same thing. And you can just arrow up and hit enter, and you can just fill in 18 there. Oh. And it's 160. Good. All right, and then how many sides does a polygon have if the sum of the interior, so if SI is that. So if SI is that, then I'm going to say that equals the formula for SI. So I can divide by 180. That cancels out. Gives me 13. So 13 equals n minus 2, because those canceled. How do I get n by itself? Add 2, so n equals 15. If this is SI, same thing, still the same formula. Divide by 180. You don't need to distribute. If you wanted to distribute, you could, but you don't need to. So I get 7 equals n minus 2, add 2, n equals 9. So this is all interior. I think interior is a little bit more complicated than exterior, but that's interior. Today's worksheet, I'm going to do these out for you, was the exterior. Given the number of sides of a regular polygon, find each exterior. So that's EE. So a decagon is, that means n equals 10. So EE is 360 divided by n. So EE is 36 degrees. For this one, 360 divided by 36. So this one would be 10 degrees. And then this one is 360 divided by 18, which gives me 20 degrees. So just pay attention to what it's asking for. For this one, given the measure EE, find the number of sides. So this time we're finding n. Now remember, the formula for n is 360 divided by EE. So if 60 is my EE, 360 divided by 60 is 6. So this would be a hexagon. Right here, 360 divided by 36. That gives me 10, so this would be a decagon. And this one, 360 divided by 24, I don't know that. 15, so we just call that a 15agon. Okay. Now for this one, I want you to find all of them. We're going to be doing quite a bit of work here. So I want to find SI, a dodecagon. Remember, that's n equals 12. So for a dodecagon, SI is going to be 180 times 12 minus 2. So that's going to be 1800 degrees, don't forget. Each interior, remember you take your SI and divide it by the number of sides. So 1800 divided by 12 is 150 degrees. SE, we should never miss this one, always 360. And then EE is 360 divided by the number of sides, 12. So 360 divided by 12 is 30 degrees. Does that make sense? So I'm going to do this one, but without all the work. So SI, clear. 180 times 45 minus 2, 7,740 degrees. EI is you're taking that number and dividing by the number of sides. So it was a 45 gone, so 172. SE always 360. And then EE is 360 divided by the number of sides. So it's a 45 gone. So each exterior is going to be 8 degrees. Good. This last one is where everybody gets the problems wrong on the test because they just get confused. It says, how many sides does a regular polygon have if each interior is as follows? Now, this gives me EI. So I could technically take this formula and set it equal to 135 and solve for n. But that's really complicated. What you need to know is that, pretend this is a angle in the polygon. It's saying that this, couldn't I technically find the exterior and then use my n formula right here? So that's what I'm going to do for all of these. If the inside is 135, how do I find the outside? That's not a y, that's a 1. To find the outside, they're a linear pair, so I subtract from 180. So that means this outside part is 45. That's my EE. So now to find n, it's 360 divided by 45, which gives me 8. So what shape is this? An octagon. Now isn't that way easier than solving out this whole thing? So that's what I'm going to be doing for all of these. Same thing right here. If this is 160, what's that going to be? 20. So 360 divided by 20 is 18. So this is an 18 again. Last but not least, I'll use that picture. 165.6. So to find my exterior, I got to subtract from 180. And I get 14.4. So then 360 divided by 14.4. And again, we're doing that because we just found each exterior. So 25 sides. So it's a 25 gone. All right, that's it. K-level students, you have a just practice tomorrow, assessment on Wednesday, going over all of these, and quiz on Thursday. And that's it. There's no test on this unit. If you need any help, come see me in room 2468. Thank you.